Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. So today I'll be sharing with you how to cut this beautiful and well-fitting pencil skirt with center front slit. Quite a simple tutorial if I must say, so without wasting time, let's dive right in. So guys, this is going to be a very quick tutorial. You understand? It's a skirt basically. So it shouldn't take so much of our time. So but one thing you need to understand, the pattern is just going to be different because of the shape it's going to take. Then another thing we need to point out is that your pencil skirt always looks better when it starts from your natural waist. Then also it looks better when it goes below your knee. Though if you're petite, it should be immediately after your knee, because anything more than that, it will get to your calf, and that gives you a shorter, makes your leg look shorter. So to start, for the skirt, I like to include, like I've said before, I like to include all my allowances into the skirt pattern block. For example, for the length now, I'll include the half inch that is going to be the half inch that is going to be at the waist for your turning with your lining, for piping, or for putting of your waistband or facing at your skirt. That half inch will be included in my length. Then at the hem, the 1 inch that I'll use for hemming it will also be included. So as my skirt length is 24, my for pencil skirt I will be using 25 and a half, which includes the half inch here and the 1 inch at the hem. So I will make that 25 and a half will be somewhere here. Next thing for you to get is your waist measurement. Now for me personally, I like to disappear my darts, because that's one of the advantages of using your pattern paper. You can easily disappear the darts, and also it also has to do with your body structure. You understand? If you're the people that have really big buttocks, you will need the darts, especially at the back parts, to ensure that your waist is properly held. So I usually disappear the darts, no need. But if I was doing a skirt that without slit in front, then I would still put it there. So another thing we need to do also, the front, it would be advisable if we give like 1 inch allowance. So you have your center front. So the next thing we need to do is to get our natural waist measurement. You know, we have the natural waist and we have the low waist. So but for your pencil skirt, you use your natural waist. Now if you are using, especially this one is very necessary, this detailed um, drafting is very necessary, yes, because if you're using a stretchy fabric for your pencil skirt, you don't really need to do much. You don't even need a slit, you don't even need zip or anything. Just quickly sew a straight pencil skirt, just cut it out. The fabric is stretchy, it will fit you if you cut it out and take out the necessary deductions you need to take at the hem. But because this is a non-stretch fabric, you need to be very careful so it will sit nicely and even give you a good figure. Next you do your waist measurement divided by 4. Then you put 1 inch for your dart and 1 inch for sewing. Like I told you, I always include my sewing allowances for my by the side seams. I always include my allowances. Then for my skirt also, I don't bother with the darts. I just disappear them. So then you put your 1 inch for sewing. Then the next thing you want to do is to take your hip level measurement. Now the hip level is, how you get your hip level is your hip measurement divided by 4 minus 1 gives you your hip level. But remember, we included our skirt allowance here to the skirt length, so you also have to include it to your hip level. So my hip level is supposed to be 8 plus 8 1/4. So plus that half inch, it will give me 8 3/4. So after I get my hip level, I take my hip measurement. And then 1 inch for sewing. Now my hip measurement plus 1 inch plus 1 inch for sewing is 10 1/4. For you to sew a pencil skirt, you need to take away, for it to really give you that pencil shape, at the hem of the skirt, you need to take out 2 inches for a pencil skirt. So, but if you feel it to be too tight for you, you can make it 1.5, because for a normal straight skirt, what you take out from this 10 1/4 is 1 inch, and what you have here is 9 1/4. But for a pencil skirt, you take out 2 inches to get your pencil skirt. Now, another thing you need to understand is that because of the shape we usually give it at, you need to give it at the back, so it will have a very good shape and lap very well. Go over from your natural waist over your bum and go behind your leg beautifully. If you take 2 inches, it's going to be if you take 2 inches from the front and that 1 inch by the back, very likely it's going to be very inconveniencing for you. But the fear for this particular skirt, since it has a slit at the front, you don't need to have any fear, because the slit is going to allow you to walk very comfortably. So, but what I would advise you to do, that instead of taking that 2 inches out, you should take 1.5 inch for a pencil skirt that has a slit in front. But normally for your pencil skirt, what you take out is 2 inches from the hem of your skirt. So what we have here is 10 1/4. 10 1/4 minus 2 is going to be 8 1/4. But now add back, make that, instead of 2 inches, you make that 1.5. Then you connect your lines, or rather you connect your dots. Then the next thing you need to do, because of course you know the hip is not going to be this sharp, all you just need to do is use your curve rule and curve this out well. Now, since you have curved this out, so you can just cut out this one. Then remember to include your 1/2 inch here. Because since it's going to have a slit in front, there's going to be a join in here. And of course, another point you need to note is that for your pencil skirt, you don't need, normally for your skirt block, you need to curve your front waist to accommodate the arc of your abdomen. But for the pencil skirt, you don't need to curve that, you leave your waist straight. Next, what you do, you just take this and trace for the back pattern to ensure that everything fits you very well. So the first thing you need to do for your back is put your 1 inch zip allowance. So this is supposed to be your zip allowance. The next thing you want to do is just take this front paper and trace the back. Now this is your back. So let me put the hip line. The next thing you want to do is to adjust your zip allowance. But remember this, if you're doing a straight normal skirt from your low waist, as per your low waist skirt, you will need to adjust the zip allowance, because that curve at the front of the skirt is going to make your waist to expand, so you need to adjust it here. But for your pencil skirt, you might not necessarily need to adjust it because it's straight, so there's nothing that is going to affect the waist of your skirt. But the back, this back part, you need to adjust it in order to give your skirt a very good fit. From your hip line, all you need to just take it in by exactly 1 inch. Now once you have done that, your skirt is going to have a very good fit, and it's not going to be too inconveniencing for you at the hem, because what you just took out at the hem was 1.5 instead of the normal 2 inches you take for pencil skirt. So that is all you need to do. And this adjustment should be from the hip area. You just adjust it directly from the hip and it goes there. Then the waist, you will not need to adjust it because it's straight. You understand? It's a straight skirt. The waist is straight, it's not curved like when you do your low waist skirt. So that is all you need to do for a pencil skirt with center front slit. So you cut this out also. I'll just cut out the fabric now and join it and show to you guys. So this is the skirt. You can see the shape. So you can see the shape of the skirt, how the thing penciled out, and this is our sleeve. So let me turn it over. So of course I used the invincible zip. So there's the link in the description that shows the video on how to fix invincible zip. So this is the back. We have our 1 inch taken in, so we still have our sewing allowance even with that one taken in, like with this one that was cut. Even with this, see the way we shaped it, you understand? The way we shaped it in and took it out. So we still created like a new, that kind of thing, a new allowance. You have to still create your allowance. So that shaped it out. And of course I've sewn my, you have to sew your seam, iron your seam lines open. So guys, I'm sure some people wonder I like putting my, okay, one of the reasons why I put my lines this way, there are 2 reasons. One, it holds the fabric, gives the fabric more structure when it's lined like this. Then secondly, I kind of tend to lose weight and put on weight quite easily. So because of that, I try to sew it in a way that it will be easy for me to alter in case I'll need to. The let's say important thing is that it gives the outfit more structure, especially when it comes to things like skirt. So see, then the front, this is the 1/2 inch for sewing. Then of course I did blind stitch. I put hemming gum behind this and then I did hemming stitches here. So guys, with that we've come to the end of this video. So please, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button because there are lots of valuable content coming to you from this channel. And please, if you found that, please do not forget to give the video a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye.